So what we're going to be looking at today, we've gone through a big rebranding and kind of redesigned the app because we only launched about a year ago. And then, yeah, so we're going to be looking at the new app, kind of getting your thoughts and feelings on that. Got a few questions just to start off beforehand, just about your spending habits, financial products you have, nothing too personal.
Sure.
Yes, what else could I say? Yes, when you're going through, just tell me what you're thinking and feeling. Speaking out loud, it's a bit weird, but it helps me kind of understand what your thought process is. And positive, negative, all really helpful.
Cool.
It's like I didn't design anything, so no one's feelings. You can be as brutal as you want. Yes. So yeah, criticism, all really welcome. It just helps us figure out what's wrong effectively. This is to test the app. We're not testing you. So you can't do anything wrong.
Cool.
Free end session at any time if you want. Just let me know. And we've got some people observing, but they're all done. It's all on the internet. So.
Fine. No problem.
Cool. Yes, I'm going to be making notes as well for it. And just need you to sign a consent form, which I have not got open. So I could email this to you. If you we can sign it after.
Cool. Fine.
Or let me just. You can do it in 30 seconds here. I'm very not organised today. You're my last one out of like 15.
Yeah, I realised this was probably supposed to be done last week.
Yeah, someone dropped out for us, but
fine.
it's fine. That's good. Love testing. Have you done stuff with Bunnyfoot before? Or?
I've done one of these things before.
Oh, cool. I used to work for them. I used to be a designer for them.
Oh, okay.
Years
That's
ago. So let me see. I've got your details up here. So there's your I can get this up and then we can. It's not letting me copy and paste that. Northam, Northam, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, okay, fab. And then that's me. Sorry, I'll fill this in, and then that'll be sent to your email. Just if you could sign that, just as soon as you possibly can. But fine.
It's a DocuSign.
Yeah, it's a DocuSign, yeah.
Do you want to sign it now?
Yeah, if you give me 30 seconds and I will just get it sent to you. And then it's just because everything's hooked up, so I can't even pull my
No
thing across. And then the date. And then I'll just stick signature. DocuSigns are a thankless task.
Yeah.
Done. Right. Okay. That should be with you now. Did that come through?
Yep.
Yeah, fab.
Cool.
Cool. All done?
I think.
Yeah, I can see it inside it, so.
Perfect.
Perfect. Okay, fab. Just to get started, like I said, just a few questions. So who do you currently hold credit cards with, and why did you select them?
Oh wow. Okay, so I have a Tesco credit card. I have a Lloyd's credit card, an HSBC credit card, and an American Express.
Okay.
And you want reasons for all of them?
Well, just general, like kind of.
Okay, so the first one was Lloyd's, and that was the first big major credit card that I had. That was going to be primary. I was looking to start building credits. That was a few years ago.
Mm-hmm.
The second and third, which was HSBC and Tesco, they were much smaller amounts, but again, the idea was to build credits. They had 0%
Okay.
for longer than a year and a half. And then recently got Amex, which is for the Avios points.
Okay. So for rewards.
Yeah.
Do you use all of them?
Yes.
Okay.
The Tesco and the HSBC once a month. The Lloyd's I use for travel, and then Amex is just for the rewards, like the spending and getting the Avios.
Yeah. So Lloyd's is for travel.
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, no, that was convoluted.
No,
Pick those
fine.
for just to get credit. I'm looking to buy a house soon, so somebody said get credit cards, pay them all off at the end of the month, and spend on each of them once a month.
Yeah. So building credit to buy a house. Okay, cool. And what's your understanding of how kind of having a credit card affects you financially in your kind of financial landscape?
I feel like it's black magic, but
Okay.
but reasonably well. I know that you need credit to be eligible for credit, and I'm pretty clued up on the ways that you can positively affect your, or how the ways it can positively affect your finances, but also quite well aware of the ways it can negatively impact you.
Okay. So do you currently have any insurance products?
Yes, I have dental insurance.
Okay.
I have a life insurance, and I'm sure there's one more in there. I have health insurance through work.
Okay, so health insurance through work. So I'm curious about your life insurance.
Okay.
So can you tell me about how you got that and why?
Yeah, so that was about 2 years ago. That's through Canada Life.
Yeah.
And it was, so I've got two parents and a brother who has a wife and child. So yeah, it was just a case of if I died, they'd have something to remember, pretty much.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
I used to work in life insurance like 10 years ago as my first job, so I know the benefits of it. And yeah, getting older now, so I thought it would be better to sign up pre-30 than after 30.
Okay, so you used to work in life insurance. So you know the score then.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
That was in America, so it did a bit different, but the overall concept I'm pretty familiar.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that brings my next question. What your knowledge of life insurance is?
Fine.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Yeah, okay. How would you feel about taking a product like life insurance through a bank or a credit card?
Yeah, personally, just fine. Speaking strictly for me, I know quite a bit about it. I know that if you tend to bank with certain banks or credit cards, like they might be able to give you additional benefits, whether that be cost or other perks. So my philosophy is if I'm willing to trust the bank with a credit card, then life insurance would be fine.
Okay. So if you bank with them, you'd feel comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So how would you feel about going through a broker if you went through your bank and then through a broker? How would you feel about that process?
I see. So the bank's getting like commission off going through the broker. So they
Well-
advertise it and then put you through to the broker.
And then put you through to a broker?
Yeah. Fine. Obviously, the bigger the brand name, the more recognizable the brand name, probably the more comfortable I'd feel.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, at the end of the day, sort of who it's with is like 50% of the concerns. The rest of the concerns is sort of like the deal that I'm getting, what the cover is, and specifically the monthly premiums, obviously.
So the kind of the actual policy is the main concern, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fab. So we're going to look at something on the phone now. Okay.
Come around your side?
No, I'm
Okay.
going to bring it round. There we go. There we go. So we've just got the camera here. If you just, no, you might need to shuffle your chair around a wee bit. That's okay. There we go. Perfect. It's hard to, there. Stunning. Okay, so, like I said, we're going to look at the new Onmo app. So, again, as you go through the app today, just tell me what you're thinking out loud. Tell me what your thoughts are. So, like you to imagine, you recently applied for an Onmo credit card. It's been some time now, say like a couple of months, making everyday transactions. So you just want to log in to view your account. So yeah, you could.
Cool.
Yeah, go ahead and do that.
I like the colour.
Okay.
Hit the login button. I can see my credit card, the 2 credit cards that I have. Credit card and a debit card that I have with you guys. The available balance on the debit card is pretty simple to understand. So I know that I've got 720 in my current balance. The available credit I have is 1320. I don't know if 1320 is my overall limit, or if 1320 is what I've got left of the overall limit after the 720. And is the 720 what I owe, or what I still have left to pay? I guess that's just the 2 questions that I had. Easy to see the transactions, what I've spent, where I've got refunds. Like to travel a lot.
So we go back to the numbers at the start. So you said you're not sure about if that bottom number is your whole credit. So
yeah. Generally, yeah. Taking a second look, so 720 would be sort of what I owe at the moment, which I can repay really easily there, and I guess the available credit is what I've got left.
Okay.
So it would be 1320 plus 720.
Okay. So you were saying about the transactions as well. Sorry. What are your thoughts on those?
Yeah. Really cool. It's really easy to understand what I've spent and what I've been refunded. I also really like the brand name logos. I think that's cool. It seems very easy to me on like what and where I've spent my money. Yeah.
Okay.
TFL's expensive, man. And then the date's quite clear. I can then show all, and I guess see all of the transactions.
Okay. Is there anywhere else you'd like to explore in the accounts page? So it's a fully interactive prototype. So yeah.
Okay. I'm quite keen to see insights.
So what's happening here?
Yeah, that's quite cool. I don't have any of this on my current credit cards. Just to get a breakdown, basically, of where I'm spending money. So I'm spending most of it online. A lot on entertainment. I don't know why you'd withdraw cash from an ATM. That's quite bad. Nice to just have like an overall idea of where I'm spending weekly and monthly. Oh, I like that you can click into it and see. I was quite curious to find out what subscriptions is 200. So I'm sure you'd be able to do that online. But cool. I like that I can dive into each of these, and then got a total spending got per month. That's really cool. I can skip through to other months.
So I'm actually just going to turn these off. That was my bad. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
No problem. That's it.
Okay, so how would you use a kind of feature like this?
It would more just curiosity for me at the end of the month. So I tend to pay my credit cards off at the end of the month. So go in, and it would just be interesting to see how much I've spent where. So for me personally, I'd be looking at stuff like arts and entertainment, and then subscriptions. Just sort of seeing where, the excess money is going. If I need to save, that's where I'm saving first. I'd probably want to check into the ATM withdrawal and just see if that was me or not. And then just like make sure for online purchases everything's gone through to make it's nice. I like the colors. I like that it's blocked out. It's really easy to read. It's easy to see where the cash is going.
So what's your understanding of the different sizes of the categories?
Oh sure, yeah. The sizes looks like it relates directly to the amount that we spent. So obviously in order from smallest to biggest.
Okay.
Quite easy to see. It's very easy to get a quick snapshot of where and what I'm spending money on.
Okay. So yeah, if you go back to the homepage, if you go maybe press weekly and then it should work. Yeah.
I think you turned off everything.
I turned off that. Turned off content. No, that should be. There we go. Sorry, I don't know what I did there.
No problem. I just press the back arrow to get back.
Yeah.
That's quite simple.
Anywhere else you'd want to explore?
So insights, I don't often check statements. I'll have a look through that month, but if I need to download statements or anything, perfect. So I can download last 3 month statements or from a custom date. Custom date's quite cool in case it's like a day or a week, and then the different years. That's all self-explanatory. I'm gonna go back to the home page.
So what do you think would be under credit overview?
I don't know, actually.
Okay.
Oh, fine. Cool. Yeah, I did think those numbers were weird. Okay, cool. So I can see that my the current balance 720 is what I owe of a credit limit of 2,000. Easy to see the breakdown over a couple of months. What's pending, what I spent in this period, interest and fees. That's always interesting to have a look at. Fine. And then the full balance of what I owe.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have to pay a minimum of 90 quid due by the 1st. I can set myself a reminder, or I can just repay it.
Okay.
Minimum amount, full balance, or custom.
So what's happening here?
So this is where I get to pick the amount that I want to pay back. If I pay the minimum amount, this will be my new balance. Yeah, I've always like seeing that. Pay more will help reduce. Then I get to review the payment.
So just go back.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on these kind of financial well-being tips?
Good. I think I tend to be quite caught up on these, but I think it's really good that a company has these. And they're always true, right?
Mm-hmm.
Plus, these things change all the time, so it would always be good to. I'd rather be told than not know.
Okay. Yeah. So what would you do next?
I'm gonna pick the minimum amount, just a trial. Cool. So I can see that I can either pay with the debit account I have with you guys, or I can pay with the account that I have with HSBC, or I can add a new account. Oh, cool. Yep. And then I just pay. Can I press that?
Okay, so let's say you want to use your Onmo debit account for this one.
Cool. That's not going to actually make me pay, is it? Okay, I'm not spending anyone's money. Fine. So it's paying for the credit card. So what will happen when I pay the minimum amount?
How do you feel about seeing this information?
Yeah, so I guess there's just a lot of, from the first page going then into the second page, there's a lot of different numbers, the different statement balance, repayment amount, remaining balance. I feel like these are always changing. Is that just me?
So it'll probably be a prototype.
Oh, fine. Okay. In my head, I'm trying to figure out the numbers, and the numbers just aren't making sense.
Sorry.
Makes total sense. Fine. All of that makes sense. It's easy to read. I know which accounts I'm paying from, and I know what I'm paying for. and then I guess I can click confirm payment. Nice, like it. And then I go back to my accounts.
Okay. So how did you find that journey?
Yeah, super easy, very simple. Everything's explained really well.
Okay.
Giving more details rather than less.
Yeah. Okay, so if we go back to the accounts page. I fixed these this morning. Sorry, give me 30 seconds and I'll fix that. It's the only one I missed off. If you try that now. No. Sorry.
Still not.
Yeah. Here.
Cool.
Okay, so let's say that you want to view some specifics on a transaction you've made. For this instance, let's say it's a transaction you made on Burgerland.
Cool. Yeah, so really easy to see where I've made the transaction on the 20th. I guess if I click into it, that's cool. Yeah, no, so I can see the full amount, I can see when it was and where it was, and then it can show me the label. Mm-hmm. Can I change the labels?
What would you expect?
No, that's what I expect, but I just know that sometimes it's a random place or you guys might not necessarily recognize the merchants. Just wondering if I could change labels, but
so if you did want to change the label, how would you expect to do it? Sorry.
Maybe right there, just like holding, like clicking on where it says eating out, and then maybe it just gives it like additional options to change. But again, that's
okay. So the ability to change.
That's very extra, I feel like, on my part.
Okay. What would you expect to see under that? I don't recognise this payment.
The ability to either reach out to you guys or ask a question or get some sort of feedback as to why I might not recognize the payment. Mm-hmm. So either it's not processed yet or whatever it might be, or a way to reach out to you guys if it is a payment I don't actually recognize.
Okay, perfect. Okay, we'll look at something a bit different now. Backwards. So sorry, let's go with this. So I'd like you to, I'm also very aware that the homepage is different. That's not you saying, it's just we're testing various designs. So I'd like you to imagine that you receive an email from Onmo asking to ensure your credit card preferences have been set. A credit limit preferences have been set, sorry. So you log onto your Onmo app and you see this. But just before that, what is your kind of current understanding of credit limit increase?
Yeah, you can, I think you have to be with a credit card company for a certain amount of time. They build up data on you. If you go for a credit limit increase, it affects your credit score, or it has some sort of imprint on your credit score. And I think you can only go up by a certain amount. I'm sure that limit is determined by you guys.
Okay. So what's happening here?
Sure. So you guys basically saying that I could be up for a credit limit increase. Please let you guys know how I want to be communicated about that, and I can look at the details. And then again, it shows the available credit and the balance below that. So yeah, probably my first thing I'm looking at is the notification you guys are sending. So I'm always looking for credit limit increases. So I'll probably hit the view details on this.
Okay. Feel free to kick around,
yeah. How do you want your credit limit to be applied? yeah, automatically apply, ask me first, or don't send me. So I'll probably choose one of the first two. Probably just going to do automatically apply. You'll be notified when you're eligible for an increase. If you do not decline the increase, it'll be automatically applied after 30 days. Perfect.
So what's your understanding of that?
Yeah, exactly. You guys will let me know. I'm up for a credit limit increase, and if I don't let you know, if I don't tell you not to do it, you'll do it automatically after 30 days of the notification.
Okay.
Just fine. Can I go on to the next one?
Yeah. So yeah.
And then ask me first. You'll be notified when you're eligible for an increase, but I'll actually have to proactively reach out and accept the offer. And then don't send me a credit limit. You're obviously not going to send me anything.
Yeah. So what one would you select and why?
Probably the first one. I'm probably going to choose the first one because I'm always looking for an increase. The larger the amount of credit I have available to me and the lower I use of it, the better I feel. And then it also means that when I get the notification, I know that within a month I'll have the increase.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, please proceed.
Nice. I'll be notified when I'm eligible for an increase.
Okay, so let's say that like a couple of months have passed and you get a notification that you got a credit limit increase. So you log onto your app and you see this notification. So what's happening here?
Cool. So I've received a credit limit offer. So I can view the offer below. And unless I say don't do it, it'll be automatically applied.
Okay.
So yeah, very simple, straightforward. It's easy, and in the middle of the screen, it'll be the first thing that I read when I log in.
So what would you want to do next?
To view the offer.
Okay.
Can I go for it?
Yeah.
Amazing. Cool. So it'll be the credit limit offer. So what I could offer, I know that the interest rate's not going to change, or I can type in something different. So I would assume that the 4,000 is the highest I could get, and if I wanted something lower than that, I could type in lower to that on amounts that are £50.
So you said the 4,000 is the highest you can get.
Yes.
So what do you think the lowest you could go is? For reference, your credit limit's at 2,000 currently.
At 2,000. The lowest I could go is probably 2,050.
Okay. What makes you say that?
Just because the nearest £50 that's written on the screen there.
Okay.
I would assume if someone doesn't want the full 4,000, if they want to go custom, then you guys have sort of met them in the middle and said 3,000. I read saying nearest £50, so I could do 2,050, which doesn't really make sense. If I didn't want the 4,000, I'd probably go with 3,000.
Okay. So let's say you want to go for the full offer.
Cool. Then I'd probably go back to the credit limit offer. I'm happy with 4,000, and I'd just press continue.
Okay.
Nice. Applied from immediately, and it's showing me which credit card it's going to be applied to, which is great. And I'll just hit confirm credit limit. Credit limit offer accepted. I'm successful. I'm going to go back to my account.
So how did you find that process?
Super easy. Very simple, very straightforward. No.
Okay. No worries. Okay, so let's say you wanted to change your current preferences and you want to actually have it on manually accept. You don't want them auto applied anymore. So how do you think you would do that?
Wow. So two potential places. Either the manage button on or the top left. So I'm just going to try the manage first. Cool. Yeah. I'll click into manage credit limit offers. And yeah, I don't want it to be auto. I want them to ask me first. Then I'll hit continue. Super simple, very straightforward.
Okay. So again, time passes, you get another credit limit increase, so you get loads.
Cool. Right, fun.
So you get this. So what's this notification telling you?
Yeah, so I've received a credit limit offer, and I definitely want to check that out. So I'll go in. yeah, and I can see that the credit limit offer is 4,000. And if I wanted to make it different, I could go back over there. But yeah, 4,000, and now I can decide whether I want it or don't want it. If I don't want it, I press decline. If I do, I press continue.
Okay. So let's say you're worried about having too much credit and risking not being able to pay your bills. So you want to go for a lower credit limit offer.
Lower than what I currently have.
Or lower than the
4,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I'll just go into the custom and I'll.
So let's say you want to go 3.
3.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, I'll type in 3 grand and then press continue.
Okay. Yeah, feel free. Yeah.
Cool. Old was 2, new is 3. It starts from now and shows me the credit card. Perfect. Confirm. Super simple, very straightforward.
Okay. Okay, fab. So, lastly, you want to decrease your credit limit from, let's say it's now 8,000, just as an example, and you want to lower it. So how would you do that?
Same place. Go into manage. Oh wow, that's different. Sorry, and then manage credit limit. Sorry, didn't read that properly. Decrease. And then yeah, would type in the amount that I wanted to. So it's at 3. I want to reduce it to 2. Decrease limit. Decreasing limit to 2.
Or let's say you want to decrease it to 1.
Perfect. 1. Continue. Confirm new credit. Very simple.
Okay. So
Nice.
just at the first page you came to, when you hit decrease, you said you would edit. What makes you say that? So you feel free to go back into it.
Sorry, wait.
So when you hit
Manage credit limit.
yeah, and
Decrease.
you decrease, and then so you said you'd edit it here. What makes you say that?
Just because that field looks like it was an editable field.
Okay.
Oh, this is just saying what my current credit limit is. Fine. So if I went to decrease, yeah, I just feel like those 2 pages could just be 1 page.
Okay. Okay. Fab. Okay. Fab. So I'm just gonna look at one thing now. So. So we're going to look, where's the over limit? So on a real different scale, I like you to imagine that you are out and about and you receive this notification. So what's this notification telling you?
Your last transaction has taken you over your credit limits. Please make a repayment as soon as possible. So yeah, whatever my credit limit is, 2, 3, 4 grand, my last transaction's taken me over it, so I probably need to pay a little bit extra than what was on my last transaction.
Okay. So what would you do next?
I'd click on the notification. It would take me to okay, so my card's been locked. Your credit's been locked because it's over its limit. The available credit I have is minus 200, so I'll hit repayment and make a payment.
Okay. So what do you think has taken you over limit? Sorry.
I'm assuming it will be the last transaction that I made. Yeah, I'm not too sure. I'd probably go down into transactions to see what it would be.
Okay. So you'd go into transaction. Anywhere else you'd go?
I mean, I could go into statements, but I feel like the transactions would show me what the last one was.
Okay.
Or I could go down into just to see the credit breakdown.
Okay, so you said you'd go straight into repayment.
Yeah, I'd make a repayment from here if I've clicked onto the notification and I can see the transaction is for whatever it was, 240, 250, whatever, to take me the 200 over.
Mm-hmm.
Then yeah, I'd look to make a repayment. So the minimum amount is 356.80. So this is in order to unlock my credit card, that's what I need to pay.
So, how much would you pay and why?
Personally, I'm looking to. I never like paying the minimum amount. I always like paying more than that. But I know that to be able to use my credit card again, I need to pay the 356.80. For ease sake, I'm probably going to pay that straight off, just to have access to the card. And then either when I get home or when I've got a bit more time in the evening, I'll go back into the app and pay a bit more off the card. So I'll go to review payment, choose which account. So if it's the debit account or my HSBC.
So let's say you want to use a new card.
Cool, I'll add new account, I'll add the name, nice, sort code, phone number, I want to save this for future.
Yeah.
And
Okay,
then
so you.
hit repayment.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Nice, all my fun, perfect.
So, what do you think Onmo could do to kind of stop this from happening? Stop you going over your limit?
Over limits. Yeah, that's a tough one. So obviously, like credit warnings. So maybe at 50%, 75%, and then again at 90%. But yeah, just basically alerts to let me know where my spending limit is. Can't really think of anything else that you guys can do other than notifications through my phone.
Okay. So notifications, any other comms?
Yeah, I suppose an email would be fine, but other than that, all electronic, like it's got to come through the phone, right?
Okay. Okay. This is double-sided, it's confusing. Okay. So we're gonna look at some stuff in the debit account now.
Cool.
So after using your credit card for some time, again, you have it. Rephrase that. So you've been using your credit card account for some time, and you've also been using your debit account as well. So have a look at the account, talk me through the page, kind of what your options are here.
Yeah, makes a lot of sense. So it's a debit card. Shows me what the balance in the account is, how much cash I actually have. I can either transfer money to contacts. I can add a new payee, which makes sense. I can add a new payee.
So what's happening on this page?
Yeah, sorry. So here I've gone through to transfer money. So I've decided that I'm sending £20 to my brother for his niece for his birthday, and I can enter the amount. I can add the reference, and I can select a date. Cool.
So what's your understanding of kind of this process, selecting a date?
So selecting the date on which I want the money to be sent. So I can either make it today or sometime in the future. So if I think about it now and I know it needs to be sent in 2 or 3 days time, I can do it now, so I don't have to remember on the day, which I think is quite cool. Oh right, sorry. So that's scheduled, or I could do a one-off transfer. Yeah, I'm not too sure why that took me to schedule rather than one-off. I guess if I want to do the one-off, it's sending immediately versus scheduled, which is a date in the future.
Okay, so let's imagine that you want to send for like a one-off payment. If you just proceed with your scheduled payment, and then we can restart it.
Oh right, sure. Fine. Choosing the reason.
So it's family and friends.
Fine. Hey, it is. Okay, fraud awareness. I don't tend to look at those alerts, but I guess it's good that they come through, especially these days. And then I can just confirm the transfer. It's going to be taken on the 10th, Face ID for recognition, fine, and then go back to accounts.
Okay, so how did you find that process?
Yeah, super easy. Again, very, very simple and straightforward. The same as a lot of the other debit accounts that I have.
Okay. So let's say that you need to make a payment to one of your payees that you already have.
Okay.
So you want to send, the person's actually me, so it's under Sophia.
Cool.
So how would you do that?
Yeah, so I think if it's already a person, I'll go to payees on the main page and choose Sophia.
So, okay, so is there any other way you think you could do this?
Yeah, otherwise I'd just go to transfer money. Right, see, I went into new payee last time, sorry about that. And then, yeah, go into Sophia to choose. I can pick the amount, 250, and what the reference is. It's for a holiday. Confirm the amount. I'm sending this to friends and family. Fraud notification. Review the payment. I know who I'm sending it to, and it's from me. I'll confirm. Face ID checks and make sure. Yeah, I think I have to do that now. I think I do that with fingerprint, so that's perfect.
Yeah, I think the
That's it.
the phone's frozen. Sorry. Yeah. This is Figma. It's definitely not meant to be like that.
I didn't follow the right process.
No. It's just Figma's been buggy for a couple of days, so. Come on. There we go.
Cool. Transfer's been completed. I can either share the receipts, which is quite cool. I don't think I've ever done that before.
What would you expect to happen when you share the receipt?
I'm guessing it'll be sent to my email, and then I can forward it on from my email. Otherwise it'll just pop up on the screen and I can send it to somebody else or enter in an email address.
Okay.
Or a phone number.
Okay. Okay, fab. So like you know to imagine that you need to set up a standing order to pay your flatmate rent. So how do you think you would do that process?
Cool. So I would go to accounts. I would go to transfer money. Let's say so scheduled.
So if
Okay,
you
so
say
I can't
it's
do
a new
that.
payee,
Oh, right. Okay, fine. So new payee, person, sort number, code, confirm pay, transfer amount within 50, scheduled date is going to be October, whenever, confirm the dates. But this wouldn't be for a standing order. Is that right? This is just sometime in the future?
So you want to do a standing order to pay them each month?
So that's a one-off. So am I in the wrong place?
What do you think?
Feels like it. Sending for something else. Can we say something else? No. I'm definitely in the wrong place here.
So we just press confirm, it'll take you back.
Fine.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm going to make it freeze again.
Is there anywhere else you think you could set up standing order?
Manage potentially, right, okay, perfect. So I went into manage there. I can view my card details or I can freeze my card, which is quite cool. And then I'll go into my standing orders. Create a standing order. I will choose what it's for. So I'll create new, transfer from the debit account, the reference, rent, which is $860, first of the month. So I can make that whatever, the 15th or 16th or the 1st. I'll make it monthly, set the account.
So you've never paid this person before, so...
Cool. So then I'll do the new payee, I'll do their name, account number, sort code, review their details, rent, the amount, date from the account, perfect, create standing order. For rent, oh fine, the standing order's been created.
Okay.
So I can either create another one or go back and choose something else. Very easy, very simple.
Okay. Okay, cool. Let me just double check that I've done everything. No, just yeah. You can keep exploring. Okay. So kind of what are your thoughts on the whole general design, kind of the look and feel of the app?
Yeah, I feel like when I go through my Lloyd's, so I bank mainly with Lloyd's. That's where my debit card is, as well as a credit card. There's always like so much stuff. There's always so much additional stuff. There's something in the left hand side. Whereas I feel like for this, it's just very, very simple. It's either going there to see a transaction, to pay off a credit card, or to pay somebody else from my current account. Yeah, I like it a lot. It's just very simple. Yeah, I'm going there for 3 or 4 different things, and for those 3 or 4 different things, they're all very simple, easy to do.
Okay. So you mentioned that Lloyd's is like a lot of stuff. What do you mean by that?
They just have so much other stuff in the app. Like there's wealth management. There's they always. I feel like there's so many options to do different things. I can't remember off the top of my head, but
That's
there's
fine, yeah.
always just like tons of options. So I feel like I'm always being advertised to. Yeah, I feel like I can do 1,000 things in the app, which I just never want to do. Whereas this feels the 4 or 5 key essential things I want to do in an account. It's really simple.
Okay. So you can do loads of stuff, but you never really want to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And what are your thoughts on kind of the colours, the branding kind of element of it all?
Yeah. Pleasing to the eye, let's say. It's not really like something that I normally look for, but yeah, purple's just different.
Yeah.
Purple and the green goes well. I like it.
Okay. Perfect. Fab. Just a couple of questions now to wrap up. Kind of putting aside like kind of look and feel and brand. How would you describe your overall experience with the app we've looked at today?
Yeah, very positive. Few things to criticize. The only thing I'd probably say is that there might be a couple screens which could be made into one.
Mm-hmm.
The less clicks that I'm doing, the better. The less screens, the less clicks, better. But otherwise, everything's very simple. There's not like 6 or 7 different places I could go to click. There's no like left, or there's no options down at the bottom. It's just the main things that I need are either on the screen in front of me or in a button, one of 2 or 3 buttons that's right there to click into.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you mentioned obviously you want fewer clicks on some of the on some of the screens.
Pages.
Do you yes?
Yeah, the pages. So when like I remember the credit limit increase
Okay.
part. This is your credit balance or current credit, and then the next page. I just felt like that was a useless screen.
Yeah.
It could have just been added onto the next one. Just like those kind of things. I'd rather do 2 clicks and have more information on a page than to do 3 or 4.
Oh, right. So that aside, if you say you had a magic wand and you could change anything about the app today, what do you think it would be and why?
I don't think I would. I like it a lot. I like how. Sorry, yeah, I know you're looking for negatives here.
No,
I like how. I like how the I like how the card dictates or like shows me the account. I think that's cool. Different from just having the name like Club Lloyd's or Platinum Master credit card or something like that. Like I like the card displaying. That's cool, but it's just very simple. I like the sections. It's just very easy for me to organize in my head.
Okay.
And then the main things tend to be the first ones that I can do.
Yeah.
So it's good. Yeah. Even like the colors and the numbers, green for refunds, black's for going out. I like the logos on the companies. That's cool.
Okay, Fab.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for me or?
I don't. How big's the company?
So we're kind of, in terms of like people we have, I think we're at like 50 or 60 people now.
Oh, okay.
So kind of been, we have a current product offering. It's all done through aggregators, so like ClearScore, stuff like that.
Fine. Yeah,
so,
sure, okay.
Yeah, so we're actually booking customers every day. So can't remember how many we've got, but fair few. So that was kind of first launch, getting it out there.
Nice.
And so this is hopefully going to relaunch in the new year.
Do you guys do both credit and debit accounts?
So currently don't offer a debit card. Well, it's an e-money account because we're not technically a bank. We can't shut it down if I call it a debit account.
I feel like that's the new way, right?
Yeah.
The neo bank, digital banks.
Hopefully becoming a real bank, but
yeah.
So currently only offering a credit card and then looking to kind of move into debit as well, just with this new relaunch and stuff like that.
Very cool.
But yeah, no, it's fun. It's exciting.
Awesome.
Exciting time anyway.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, that's great. Thanks so much. So I will get your incentive sent over to you no later than Friday afternoon. So
Cool. Perfect. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
For your weekend, and it'll just be sent straight to your email. It's all done through the Amazon account.
Magic.
So I will go pass the finance team now because.
Anything else you need from me?
I don't think so. No, we're good.
Nice one.
Yeah, thank you very much for coming in.
Sorry for being a little bit late again,
Yeah,
but
it's grand.
thanks for hanging on.
Don't worry, I'm just going to stop everything now.